So boys and girls, for the last session, let's get some energy from one and only Guruji Vatsal Shah.
Do you all love red? Can't hear you. What is the meaning of red in your life? Danger, love, Laravel. What else? So today we are going to look at red in a different way. So before we go ahead, many of you may not be knowing me. So this is my actual introduction. My name is Vatsal. And now I tell myself as business catalyst. Earlier it was named as business coach. But now everybody seems to be a coach, so I started telling myself catalyst. I am the only Asian board of director at Magento. And some of the statistics says that I work with CEOs and people. My whole life is all about empowering IT community of India. You find me in different IT setups, whether it is a WordCamps, whether it is a Laracon, whether it is a Magento events or ERP Next, Freppeverse, and so on. And while doing all this, I received 3 awards as well. I'm just having 20 years of experience and 7 qualifications. When I look at this journey, I sometimes feel that I have a good career. But I have a question to you guys. Do you want impactful career which is lasting longer? Lasting longer मतलब लंबा चले, अच्छा चले, और मजा भी आए, satisfying हो? Yes, no? How many wants good career? जिन लोगों ने हाथ खड़े नहीं किए वो ठाकुर है? Okay, good. Now, what makes a great career? Anyone from the audience? लंबा अच्छा career कैसे बनता है? Yep. Balance. In India, we play a game called, while we play cards, we play a game called 420. So when somebody put up a card, we do say, yes, ऊपर एक, same. We need unique answers. अच्छा करियर बनाने के लिए क्या जरूरी है? आप ही को बोल रहा हूं. हाँ. Learning skills. अच्छी wife. A wife is a good teacher. Okay. ये इंसान इसीलिए सुधरा है कि वाइफ अच्छी है. Okay. From their side, what does it make a great career? People sitting here, there. किसी को आंसर नहीं देना है? पैसिव लोग. That's why when we have a clients from outside India, they say we are bad communicators. You are not talking as well. Yep. One more time. What
Yes.
makes a great career?
Discipline, discipline.
Good, good mentor. Thank you. How many of you drink green tea? And how many have seen how you make it? Okay. So what is the essential to make an awesome green tea? Hot water? Hot water or boiling water? Boiling hot water? Then tea bag, okay. Honey, very good. Everybody wants honey. Cup, okay.
Timing.
Timing, okay. पीने वाला भी चाहिए, very good. Have you seen when you make a green tea, you dip again and again and again? Yes, no? And how that sachet has to be? It has to be opaque or it has to be receiving and giving. Yes, no? Do you think it should have a great flavor in it? Yes, no? So, for me, as nobody answered, let me tell you that. To make a green tea awesome, you need to have awesome ingredient in that sachet. It's a quality inside. And we are going to talk about your qualities, which is you are having, which makes your career great. Let's map that with the career. that whenever you are having a boiling hot water, I think right now the market conditions are like that. Most of the IT people are scared what is going to happen with the AI, whether Devin is going to kill us or not, what is beyond X technology, which platform is right, what will happen if this is the pace we keep going, what will happen in coming 5 years. How many of you are very clear that in 5 years what you are working, if you continue doing the same, will work? Why rest of the people, which is 90%, don't feel that you need to add something new? Think about it. It's a very interesting point. So it is a time where we are supposed to add something in. T-bag quality improvement. And we are supposed to receive new things and let go old things. And we have to make sure that we continuously produce a tea. जो टी बैग टी बनाना बंद कर देती है वो कहाँ जाती है? Where do you throw a tea bag after using it? Dustbin. Oh my God. So we don't want our career to go in a dustbin. So we are going to talk about a framework which is going to help you do it. But before that, let's look at some realities. 2 weeks back, I found a Devin which is claiming that 14% accuracy of coding. This is a Stack Overflow statistics, which says where we are in particular technology stack. And this is the impact of AI, which is 73%, and the career is IT. This is not to scare you, but this says it's a time we have to improve, change, and evolve. If I look at all this, and if I ask you now, is all well now? Yes, no, maybe. And this was the statistics which came in newspaper. This guy is me only. I talked to around 85 CEOs in a month. 90% of them have reported, I'm talking about IT owners of India who are doing IT outsourcing. They have reported minus 15 to minus 23% in their goals this year. And that's the reason we are seeing layoff, people open to work, cost cutting, and so on. Now, in all this reality, if we have chosen to be an IT engineer and we want to have awesome career, let's see how we can have it. Red is a framework, which is not a color, which I recently wrote, and I presented in a couple of conferences as well, and people loved it. So I thought I should present here as well. How many of you know these guys? Who's this? Sachin, Ratan Tata, Amitabh Bachchan, and Novak Djokovic. Now, what resilience means? We will look at RED as resilience, evolution, and discipline. So resilience means a capacity to bounce back. It's not a crime to have a bad days or dog days. It's not bad to have downfall in the career or the technology or a shift in a technology. I come from an era where we were doing, like, we were thinking about VB 6 or 5, coding in the PHP, and then we even created frameworks or marketplace on PHP, and then all the frameworks started. What happens is, any new framework comes up, it hits the old one. But the frameworks or the products which evolve on the time, they bounce back and regenerate themselves. They survive for a long, long period. Let me tell you short stories about these guys. Mr. Sachin Tendulkar is called God of Cricket, for the people who may not be knowing him. One fine day, he was 16 years and few days, and he went to Pakistan for a cricket match. And he was hit by the ball on his chin. He was bleeding, and another guy who was playing along with him said, Mr. Navjot Singh Sidhu, that kid, go into the restroom, repair yourself, and come back tomorrow, or you can have retired hurt. That guy said, Main khelega, I will play. Again, in mid-career, he had tennis elbow, and he was passing through bad patch. And everyone said, Sachin is done with his career, and he should retire. Again, he bounced back and said, Main khelega. And that is the only reason he is the only guy on earth who has scored 100-100. Another guy, Mr. Bachchan, he is the icon of India. He used to be a hero. And now I believe that he plays a characters of different types. Now he has added versatility. What happened is in middle of his career, not middle, in the maturity of his career, he stopped getting work as a hero because he was aging. His ABCL company was not doing so well. Without wearing chappal, shoes, he went to Mr. Yash Chopra and asked for a work that I want to bounce back. Can you give me a work and can you trust me? He gave him Mohabbatein. He went to Sony and they gave him Kaun Banega Karodpati. And rest is history. Mr. Djokovic, he is a machine. People call him beast as well. When he plays tennis, you feel that he's going to kill the opponent. Why he is so fierce? And why he is so angry? Many people ask these questions also. And he was told that he's a gifted player. In response to he said, I'm not a gifted, I have skills, I practice hard, but one thing I have is called resilience. These are his exact words. So he says that if I have a bad match, what happens is people also have a bad career. People go into depression, anxiety, suffer a lot. Some people take 2 years, some people take 2 months, some people take 2 weeks, some people take 2 days. He said, I don't have a time while playing a match. I have 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, I wire myself again, I bounce back mentally, and then play again, so I win losing games. He turned around the table. That is called art, called resilience. There are some quick tips. So instead of what not working for you, start focusing on what works for you. What happens is throughout our life, we spend time in turning our weakness into the strengths. I rather say play on your strengths. Many people don't have a faith in their own ability. That मैं बेचारा क्या करूँगा या ऐसे ही चल रहा है. If you have faith in your life and you believe in yourself, you will bounce back faster. It is also at the point of prioritizing self-care and loving yourself. So consider that if you have a self-care, you will embrace your flaws. Everybody has a plus and minus, but what happens is you be okay with your minuses and work on your pluses. You have a strong bond with people around you who stand by you, and you make choices faster. You can be wrong, but you have to fail faster and bounce back again. Many times we don't come over the mistakes we do. We have a lot of guilt or we have sorrow, and then we spend many, many days in that. It's also important nowadays, like in 2020, 21, 22, we all got inflation in our income, thanks to boom in IT. Now it's a time where we are supposed to be very cautious about our cost and spending, so that we have a better coping mechanism when the market is not well. And if you need professional help, you should consider doing it. The next is evolution. This lady, how many knows her? Who is she? Serena Williams. Do you understand what this process is going on? It's butterfly in making, right? And this is what we do. For example, earlier we started with site, which was HTML sites. Then we looked at CMS. Then we looked at web experience management, and we have multi-sites. And then now the world is moving towards DXP, which is called Digital Experience Platform, where we integrate with almost every system using Mac, which is microsystems, microservices, cloud native, API first, and headless. And from monolithic, we have turned into composable architectures. So this is the evolution of our technology game as well. So when you say it's a development, rather gradual development of human race, technology, or the services is called evolution. People who don't evolve with the time, they become dinosaur. And human being is the only object on earth who improve or evolve with the same hardware. So it's important that we rewire ourselves and evolve ourselves, we reskill ourselves, rather it is called reskinning, and we have a longer career. Some of the ways how you can do it. So I believe that people who keep evolving with the time, what happens is they thrive for a long, long period. You are supposed to learn new ways of playing the same game. Why? Because the format changes and the way we play the game changes. Just giving you an example, Couple of my clients who do enterprise projects, they have officially adopted Copilot while coding. And they are not resisting AI. What they are doing is they are embracing AI to make it faster and more productive. Think about it. Know where you are. Look at your skill matrix. In India or other everywhere, I have seen if it is a self-evaluation, people rate themselves higher. It's important that we rate ourselves correctly, see the mirror, and improve your skills on each step. Get out of your comfort zone. The most important thing is have self-respect. Self-respect means consider that if I have a respect about myself, I will improve on my own. I don't want somebody to come and tell, learn this, do this, and improve here. If I have a high amount of self-regard, I myself will improve because I want to be on the top. I want to be on top of my game. So if you evolve on the time, it is called high amount of self-regard. Before somebody says you are not good anymore, you keep regenerating yourself. Increase your agility, seek feedback from the people. Generally, we don't like feedbacks, but have critical people around you who keeps telling you where to improve. They are the ones who help you evolve. Remember, when you evolve yourself, each person has a different journey. So some people evolve in 6 months, some people evolve in 2 years, some people evolve in 5 years. So we are in an evolving world. But if we don't evolve faster, we are laggards or we are the ones who use things which is created by the world. If we evolve before time or on time, we make platforms and solutions which world will use. Think about it. And people who have evolved first are never liked by others. When new evolution comes, when new changes comes, people resist. And people feel all is well, it's not going to hurt me, it's not for me. But when it comes real and just in front of you, you get a career shock. So it's important that we keep evolving and we don't pay a cost of being late. Let me give you an example of cost of being late. One person I know who used to do UI UX, he didn't evolve with the time. He was leading a team of 5 people in one company. After not evolving for continuously for 3, 4, 5 years, what happened is he was downgraded from his designation. And right now he is working at half of the salary he used to draw 5 years back. That is called cost of being late. I don't want any of you to be late in your career. Think about it. And the third D is a discipline. You know these guys? Who are they? Mr. Modi? John Abraham? Lata Mangeshkar? Mr. Wall? And Akshay Kumar. Now, when we are proud or feel great about somebody's in 70s having a lot of energy to give a public session, mesmerize crowd, wake up at 4 and do yoga and do mindfulness, it's discipline. This guy happened to be one of the fittest guy now, and he came to Kapil Sharma show and he was asked, what is your favorite sweet? He said, Kaju Katli. And he reported back to Kapil, I still remember that episode, that since 14 years, he has not had one piece of it. Why? Because he cannot have that sugar. That is the level of insane programming in the mind and being disciplined. Mr. Rahul Dravid, he was known as a wall in test cricket. You know the reason? He will stand and he will look at the bowler. If ball is coming in the line of stumps, that is the only play he will do. If it is outside or bouncer, he will let the ball go. Consistently standing on the pitch for 2 days and playing only those deliveries which is coming into the stump or the loose deliveries and rest letting go, that is called highest amount of discipline. Otherwise, what happens is we get carried away with the loose ball, we hit it, and we get catch out. All the people who have done amazing discipline, they have built amazing careers. One thing I want to tell you about discipline is, you can punish yourself also when you break your own discipline. So the way you want incentives, rewards, बचपन से हमको मम्मी बोलती है होमवर्क करेगा चॉकलेट मिलेगी. अगर होमवर्क नहीं किया तो एक दिन चॉकलेट चली जाएगी, How about that? Think about it. Some of the reasons or points how you can increase discipline. First, you have a clarity about your goals, that what you want to be in coming 2 years, 5 years, how you want to craft your career. You want to work in the same pace, same technology, or you want to embrace new things. Create a routine and follow like a beast. So you need to have a schedule. Then people say it's a boring life. But we all have same life, same wife. We don't have variety every day, isn't it? It's important that we stay in a zone and work like a beast. Prioritize your life goals and say no to the rest of the things. So previously we just heard about happiness. Now, happiness stays with you when you are more focused and you are clear about your goals so that you achieve more. But for that, ingredient is discipline. Use your time management skills. Learn to say no to distractions. Youngins, millennials, Gen Z, and upcoming youth, they spend a lot of time on mobile, which is endless scrolling. It actually kills, on those notifications, kills your time and productivity. Think about it. You need to practice self-control here. Make a journal every day. 2 days back, I was talking to a sales guy in a IT company. I said, dude, how your 40 hours are spent? How many productive hours, how many non-productive hours? He said, I never looked at my hours in such a way. I spend a lot of time in thinking that whom I will target. I said, why don't you have a goal or planner whom you are going to target? What happened is, he started thinking that how he can optimize his day so that with the same number of hours, he can produce more. Producing more gives more results, and for producing more results or better results, you can ask for appraisals. So all the people who are doing a job, think about it. And people who are in business, think about if you want to maximize your profit, you have to maximize your productivity. And if you feel that, okay, I'm a bad guy, I'm not a disciplined guy, then have a controller in your life who tells you, time up. And have rewards and punishments both. Look at this diagram. Consider that when we start growing our career, it goes from left to right. We are in exploration, we do trial job or do internships. Then we advance our career, which is advancement. And then mid-30s, you feel that, okay, I am somewhere here. Now it is a time where you are supposed to relearn. Consider that from the programmer, you have become senior software engineer. Now it is a time you are supposed to look at whether I want to become technical architect or solution architect or tech lead, or I want to go on a project side and people function because I want to advance further. Some people say, no, I do want to be an individual contributor only and I want to do programming. All three are fine. But in all three cases, you are supposed to do something to maintain your career. If you don't evolve and don't produce disciplined output, your career will not maintain. It will start going down. And if you be stagnant in your skill, it will fall further down. The only way to grow is you have to evolve. If you don't, then you're done. Look at your career map, see which stage you are, find the problems, and do it faster. I believe the people who do red are called king in their careers. These three people are called king in respective world they are. King Kohli, King Khan. They are showing resilience, they have evolved, they have upgraded their skills, the kind of roles, the kind of work they do. They maintain their fitness, work-life balance, discipline, skill enhancement, and regenerating themselves. I believe my life and career is being disciplined, evolving with the time. That's the reason I keep learning, and I have now 7 qualifications. So if you do it again and again, you can have awesome life, career, which you and your family deserve. On the last, I will say, always remember, good is not good when better is possible. Thank you.
All right. So I have a couple of questions, some of the questions which I got from Twitter. First question is like, what is common challenge which comes as a barrier to create a successful career?
Okay. Not accepting own flaws and having high self-ego. People believe that, okay, I am fine and I have enough. But internally they know that there are some gaps. But they do procrastination on that and they sink further.
So it's like तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा नहीं मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा.
They are very clear, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा.
Even if हो सकता है.
हाँ, so think about a project manager or developer coming to you and say, Vishal, I want increment and I want appraisal and I want career growth as well. And I want to become project manager.
Yeah.
You and he both knows that he doesn't have project management skills.
Yeah. True.
But they want it.
True. Now second question. You have mentored different level of companies, right?
Yes.
So like from starters, like having team of 2. up
From
to
10 people company to 2,000 people company.
Okay. So are the problems same or like they are different?
Type of problem is same, but symptoms are different. Depending on the size and scale, that problem occurs differently. It's like smaller animal wants lesser food, larger animal needs more quantity of food, but both need food. At the same time, they need to work on surviving and evolving. So I would say small companies feel great because they have more profit, or you can say, he loved the answer. No, so so what happens is the problems are smaller, and you are small company, so you can talk to people.
Yeah.
But the larger company, there is larger hierarchy, so there is silos as well. But type of problem remains the same. Symptoms are
But there must be something common which they resist
Yes,
the
yes,
most. Is there something
so
common?
10 people company also tells me how I generate sale. 2,000 people company also says how I generate sale. 10 people company also says how to increase productivity. 2,000 people also say. 10 people company also say what is next, which new technology. 2,000 people also says the same.
Yeah. Also another aspect which reminds me, like there are like several different company owners, founders, top leaders, developers. So sometimes like you work as a service company and would like to shift to a product company.
Yes, we can.
And when you work with a product company, you like to scale up or you like to create multiple product companies. So when you stand as a service company and from the profits, you try to create products and then you create multiple products. So I think you might have encountered sometimes that you coach
Yeah.
the CEO and
There
then
are-
they come that this is base, this is base. So
So what happens is people believe grass is greener on the other side. So product company wants to get into services and service companies wanted to get into products. Now, you want to understand what is the fundamental problem?
no.
Service companies start thinking after customer gives you requirement. And their thinking happens in the office. And product companies starting has to be in the market. They have to stand into the market, find the gap and make a product. What happens is service company owners, when they start a product, they sit in the office and think this is the product, this is a great idea, I will get $1,000 per person. And then they do Excel. $1,000, 1,000 subscribers, wow.
Great sheets, like from sheet it looks like within 2 years we'll make millions, right?
Good. And then product companies are supposed to be excellent in marketing and sales. What happens is service company owner is struggling in lead generation and sales,
Yeah.
thinking that I will make a product and make more money. Product is 20% product, 80% marketing and sales.
Yeah.
So you have to be champ there.
True. One more question on top of that, maybe as a developer, a lot of people might get connected that I work in a product company and I work in a service company. What is base for me?
As a developer,
Yep.
ah,
How
Well-
many of you, have you ever thought of like
your life is
you
same
should
both
work?
the places.
Please raise your hand. Maybe sometimes you have been thinking, होता है एक साथ 3 प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं तो फिर you feel like यार बहुत हो गया अब तो प्रोडक्ट में ही घुसना है.
So, I believe that there are two fundamental problems, different. Otherwise, developers' life is remain same, that the type of work they do is same, but two major shifts. One, when you make a project for a client, people treat it as just another project. So if some errors and bugs are there, that's fine because it is not your money on the bat. While coding a product, you are supposed to be very watchful because if something goes right, wrong, your product's brand image and sale goes down. So you have to be very, very thoughtful about architecture, scalability, mirroring, lot of things. So as a developer, you have to be pro when you work on a product. And second, what I have seen is developers don't write notes or documentation in the service, but in product you have to do it. Because if you don't have a product wiki, there is a high chances of going for accident.
True, true. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Vatsal.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
inviting.
you.